Hey guys, and welcome to another Tech Tuesday with your host and teacher, Miss McGuire. All right, so today we're going to do something pretty cool. It's called a double exposure. Let's take a look at this image. What do we notice about it? We have an image of a polar bear, and we have the actual body of the polar bear. And then within that, we have a different image completely. It's a nature scene. It's got mountains and snow and a pretty sunset on it, very saturated sunset. So this is what you'll be able to make in class, and you're going to turn in to me as an assignment by Thursday of this week. Okay? I highly recommend you just get it done in class right now, but I'm giving you until Thursday in case there's other things you need to be working on in class. Okay? So I'm going to show you how to create this. We're going to get rid of this polar bear right now. This was actually another double exposure that I was working on before. It just looks a little too weird for me though, so it's not my favorite one. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to File, Open, and I have linked these photos so that you can use them to practice with, but please do not turn them into me because I want you guys to do it for yourselves. So you're going to open up polar_bear.jpg. Again, we're working in Photoshop. We're not working in InDesign today, just to make that clear. So beginning with this, we're going to go into our Layers panel, and we're going to go under Channels. Under Channels, you're going to see four different elements. Excuse me. RGB, red, green, blue. We're choosing the channel that has the highest contrast. So let's take a look at red, pretty light, green, slightly darker, blue. Blue has the most contrast. All right, so with this, we're going to take blue and drag it into a new layer. All you have to do is just drag it into that new layer right there. Blue copy, so that's what we're going to be working with. So when you have blue copy selected, you're going to go to Image, Adjustments, Levels, and you're going to make it dark. So from here, we need to make our polar bear a silhouette, basically. A silhouette is completely black, and a silhouette is usually put onto a different background, okay? So what you can do is you can change the levels of your bear, and just by doing that, we have our perfect silhouette, and we're going to hit OK. All right, from there, this part can get slightly confusing, so you might need to kind of rewind and check out the video a couple more times just to make sure you're getting it right. Select RGB, and that's going to select all four of your channels. As you do that, you're going to hit Command. Now this little thing has popped up. Command click on blue copy, okay? Command click onto your copy, and you're going to see these marching ants that come around your image, okay? From here, you're going to go to Select Inverse. Okay. Now, you need to put this into your layers. The best way to do that is copy and paste using keyboard shortcuts. So, Command C, and then under Layers, Command V. So now we have a background layer and we have layer 1. If you get rid of viewing the background layer, you'll see that layer 1 is actually a transparent image, okay? So this is also another way to cut out images. There's just so many ways to do it in Photoshop, and it's up to you how you want to do it, okay? So now we're going to have both of them selected though. All right, from here, we're going to go to File, Open, and now we're going to open up our nature scene, which is cloud_mountains.jpg, and open. Some of you have asked me, well, how exactly do you take another image and put it into an image you're already working on? That's pretty simple. Get rid of this little lock that says background layer, and all you're going to do is go to Command C and Command V. Whoops. With this layer selected, sorry. Command C and then Command V. All right, so now we have layer 2. Again, you just select this, you have it selected. Command C for copy, Command V for paste, okay? So this image is massive. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold down the Shift button while working in this corner right here, and we're going to make our image smaller. We're not moving the proportions of it. Instead, we're just moving the scale of it. So now our image is about to size. I'm going to make it slightly larger. Perfect. Okay. So if your layer is not on the top of the layer panel, it needs to be. If it is under here, that's not good. We don't want that. So we need to have layer 2, whatever layer that your nature scenery is, it needs to be moved to the top of the layer panel. Okay. So this part can get a little confusing. So bear with me here. Bear. We're working with bears. All right. So you have to command click the thumbnail of the portrait layer. So this is your portrait layer because this is your portrait that you're working with. It's your polar bear or whatever you're using. So you have to command click on the actual portrait thumbnail, and you're going to get these marching ants that come up. From here, you're going to apply a layer mask. That's pretty easy. With this all selected, you're going to go to this and click Add Layer Mask. So now you're going to see this little black and white image down here. Unlink and move this layer mask onto layer 2. Perfecto. Alright, so from here you can move the sky where you want it to be. If you select the sky, you can move it around and you can make it, hello polar bear, you can make it fit how you want to in your portrait. Okay, so this is how I want it to look. I've got my mountains and I've got my sky, and you can see all of that. So awesome possum. All right, from now we're going to select on layer 1 and we're going to hit Command J, and that's going to make a copy of layer 1. We're going to move layer 1 copy onto the top of our layer panel. All right, so now this one needs to be on top. Okay, so from here we're going to work with some adjustments to kind of get this double exposure image that we're really looking for. So we're going to go to Image, Adjustments, Desaturate. All right, that's taking away all the color. Now, under this bar that says normal right here, go down and hit on let me make sure I have this right. You're going to hit multiply. There we go. All right. So now, as you can see, our bear, he has some fur. He's got the fur in the face, but you are still able to see the other image in there. It's kind of cool the way it is right now. So what you can do from here is make another clipping layer. Okay? All right. So now that you've made another clipping layer, or clipping mask, whatever you want to call it, we're going to take a brush. Make sure that the brush that you use is fairly soft, and then the size of it. This is going to help you erase not the bear itself, but you're just erasing some of this fur. Let's say that you don't want the fur in the sky. using a soft brush, you're going to get rid of the fur. Let's say you want to keep the fur in the face though. Totally fine. Just keep the fur in the face. But we're just going to get rid of some of this fur to kind of lighten up the image a little bit. Nice. Now we see our mountains, we see our mountain ranges. We see things. Whoa. We have been given the sight. Okay. Sorry. It's late. I'm a little weird right now. Okay. And then the other thing that you can do with this is if you don't want his face to be so dark, what you can do is you can change the opacity of his face. That way it kind of blends in more with the image. And you just do that by having this layer mask selected and changing the opacity of it. Okay? All right, great. So there's other things that you can also do with this as well if you want to apply gradients, if you want to have some fun with putting different backgrounds or doing other things with double exposure, you can definitely do that. I think this looks pretty good the way that it is, and it's totally up to you how much you want to do with a double exposure. So you could definitely do this in your magazine. I'm excited to see what you guys create and what you turn into me. Again, what you turn in cannot be the images I have provided for you. I want to see something original. And if that means that you are taking an image of a polar bear, having to cut him out of the background, of another photo or something, and then placing a white background instead of a transparent background, totally fine. Take that image and then put it into Photoshop, because that's exactly what I did here. I erased all of the stuff that was in the back of this polar bear. I put the polar bear on a white background, and I was able to use it for my double exposure. From there, you just hit File, Export, Export As, and you can save it as a JPEG or a PNG. It should have a white background on it either way, okay? All right, awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a good tech. Ooh, now he moved. He moved. He is moving. That's kind of cool. All right, guys, have a good one.